Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Go, Holly.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. First and 10 for the offense. He wants to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Bulldog.
How about a game-changing
Good shit, I shouldn't have threw that.
Defense stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field so they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we know these are two very highly recruited guys at quarterback and at wide receiver, and they've experienced their lumps a little bit early this year. Still figuring out. The timing hasn't been great between them, and that's a big reason why they've already lost a couple of games early this year.
Come on,
it just takes
bro.
it takes one game for everything to just click, and if these guys can hook up a few times
bro,
in
we
this
made
one,
having
get
a
that
whole
confidence, that mojo going,
job
just get
blocks.
the feel of
Little
this
1
offense
second
really
longer.
can
Oh, he didn't even
take
pick
off.
him up. On 50-50. 71 picked up 10.
Halfway
We
there
gone.
on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant.
Matt had to pick
and
his
you can
team,
see right
but
there,
yeah,
when the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Snags it, and he's open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start on the ground with Buff Bothwell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Right back to the well.
Come on, they giving him
Really puts this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
You don't want that around your son.
Handoff, left Bothwell. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall.
That's a lot. Yay, son. Fuck it. Yeah, he gonna do it.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Brought down, but not before he
we got to toughen up.
Inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete.
Yo, this nigga missed the sack. That's bullshit.
Touchdown.
And the nigga right there.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And I like like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Third down play from the gun. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Louisville! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Taylor wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Turns it on at midfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go.
Makes a grab and room to run. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's a give to Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, that slither.
Wrong man had him wide open.
Fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, and he's free. The 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And he scores!
That's some bullshit. That nigga didn't even follow that nigga. We in there.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Just one of those mistakes. It can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Wide open downfield. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
The first half, that was with the win, too.
Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's LSU with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well,
it's a pick. He's not even paying attention.
Like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Taylor wants to throw it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Make it make sense, bro.
Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jennings. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Start on the ground with Brown. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Quarterback making adjustments. Handoff, fluff Bothwell. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Bluff Bothwell again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Fuck, man. Can I punt this?
The Cardinals line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Zings it complete to the right. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before.
You gotta make it make sense now. They giving this. Yeah, I don't get it, bro. What I gotta do to win with Louisville, bro? Wide open, and he look, and he just don't even go for the nigga. I don't understand this shit, bro.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Niggas, they let the Heat just get.
The 15-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now from inside the red zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. He'll start this drive firing. He misses his...
Yo, they're fucking cheating me, bro. That's it, bro. They're cheating me. They're cheating me, broadcast. Cheating me. How do you overthrow that? Right there on the fucking money.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Make it make sense, man. Make the shit make sense. Now the defense crunk. Now his defense gonna get crunk on me. Watch. Make this shit make sense, bro.
Got to do a better job up front of the line.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any
I can't even be mad, bro.
Exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
You're doing the same play been doing all game, bro.
Icing on the cake yet.
Quick slant, watch right now.
Taylor wants to throw.
Doing the same play been doing all game, bro.
They get him at the 15.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally
the defense
creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking for more room. The 40, inside the 30, inside the touchdown Cardinals. The defense with a huge momentum swing.
They lagged you or they lagged you out? Which one?
How fast
now you got to lag. Nah, I ain't hearing that shit.
Football looking great. Defense makes the big play.
That was a good-ass play, Twan. You can't even be mad at yourself. That was just good defense. They've been fucking me all game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
They're fucking me all game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. They get him on the ground, and boy, they took
caught in the backfield again.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They'll give it to Fluff. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Looking left. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. He is in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls in. Tried to go over the top.
I'm telling you, you can't make it up. It's in the basket. It's in the bread basket. Right in the bread basket. Bam!
Widest to widest, he's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
And this offense is trying to make something happen. You're down later in the game, but this defense is having none of it. 2 sacks in a row.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love